my gearhead, don't you know? Climbing to the top with gearhead archery. Heart racing as I take aim, my spirit soaring high as I release my arrow, reaching for the sky. In this world of chaos, I find my peace. Gearhead archery.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of Turkey Talk Radio. Hope everyone's having a great, what is it, April 16th, 2025 today. It's a Wednesday. All across the good old USA. I get everybody on Facebook Live there. Scotty Mueller, good to see you. We got a fun show for you. We're going to be talking. We're going to be talking turkey. What's the turkeys up to in the woods? I had a great hunt this morning. I'll get into that in a minute. I'm going to go and give our friend Jim Coffey a call from the Iowa Department of Natural Resources because he's got something to do. And but I wanted to get Jim on today and talk to him real quick. So we'll ringy him up. Love the little ringy dingy.
Hello.
Jimmy, how's it going, buddy?
Good, man.
Boy, if I got a bone to pick with you.
Good.
What are you teaching these turkeys, man?
The runaway.
You're starting to teach them mixed martial arts, man. I had something happen to me today. In 30-some years of hunting, I have never had happen in my life on a turkey. And I shot my. First of all, thank you for a good season. So, actually heard a lot. Monday was horrible with those winds and everything. I heard a few gobbles, but I had no idea where they were because we had so strong winds. But, hey, Roger Wild in New York, good to see you. Yesterday, same thing. I didn't even go out yesterday. I said, I'm not fighting that wind. That's ridiculous. My decoys were spinning. It was not good. I went out this morning, Jim. I left a little early, extra early, got out to the blind at 5 o'clock. I mean, it was pitch dark. It was so quiet. It was awesome. And right about 6:02, 6:01, I heard my first gobble, and then they were all around me. I had turkeys to the left of me, turkeys to the right of me. There I am. But whatever that song was. But, man, I had birds all over me. And long story short, I just did a couple clucks, a couple soft yelps, and got everything set up. And next thing I knew, I had a tom pitch down, and I got him coming in from 85 yards, just all the way in camera. But this thing went to this tom, big old paintbrush on him, Jim. Really nice big tom, 27 pounds, man.
Good.
Big old
easy winter.
Yeah, he was healthy, buddy. He was heavy. And long story short, I shot, and that sucker he dropped his wings, and it's like he was going to slap my decoy at the same time. I mean, it was within a half a second it had to have been, because it was 12-yard shot. And my arrow, he deflected my arrow, and it popped it up, and it went through his tail fan. Mm-hmm. And he slapped it. I'm going, did I just hit my decoy? Because it happened so fast. It was like, loose the arrow, and I saw it get to the bird, and then I heard my decoy. It was all like instantaneously, and I'm going. So I grabbed another arrow, and I'm not going to tell everything that happened, but I just how I got a second shot off is beyond me, because he was so mad at that decoy. That's the only thing that saved me. But I've never had a tom do that to me before, Jim.
Yeah. That's why, you hunted over decoys enough that you realize they change their behaviors a little bit. And he was probably so worked up that he was already in mid-motion. He had it committed in his mind what he was going to do. He just wasn't expecting that first arrow to come flinging at him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how like I said, what the heck was that? It's just, hey, Jim or Jeff in New York, Brian, good to see you. How everybody? Good to see y'all. I just never seen anything like that. And then when I got home and I took the frame-by-frame footage that I filmed, and it's like his wing bone knocked that arrow off because it was going right for that wing joint. It was going right there at the vitals, and and then like I said, the second one I got right where I wanted it. It was money. It was over.
Yeah.
But
maybe he's part ninja. He saw it coming.
Well, he was part ninja, but it's just like, what is the DNR teaching these birds, man?
It's an intensive 3-week session we put them through prior to the season.
Mixed turkey arts, I'm telling you. Boy, they were really active this morning. I had 5 birds working.
I kind of expected that too, just because I don't like to hunt in the wind, and turkeys don't like to sleep in the wind, and sometimes they are a little quiet. Then they get a good morning like this, all that energy's pent up, and they want to let it loose.
Yeah,
so this should have been a good morning. I haven't looked at the harvest records for today, but I bet we shot a lot of birds today.
I would imagine because they was crazy. So, and then I had to wait. I saw him flop over, and he went. He was in the wheat, and I saw his tail go. I go, well, he's dead. He's done. I don't have to worry about him. And then I had two toms coming straight at me. It's like, well, this is not good because there was so many birds around there. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a second tag, Jim. And
well, I hope so.
yeah, well, I was, last year I shot one bird. And I was going to just do one bird, but I'm really happy with the number of toms that I heard this morning.
Yeah, we had a good hatch the last 3 years. This year wasn't as good a hatch, but there was a lot of birds out there, so you should be seeing lots of 2-year-old birds for sure.
Yeah, he was just over an inch on his spurs, so 2 years.
2 to 3, yeah. His spur's not a great indicator, but it gives us a good time frame.
Yeah.
So usually 3/4 of an inch and less is a 2-year-old bird, but an inch would be in that category too.
Big full paintbrush, buddy. I as soon as I get off the radio, I'm gonna go. I took my tail fan. I kept my tail fan because I got a nicked feather in the 18 feathers. There's like a notch there. That makes a great decoy fan. Turkeys they like that.
They like things been fighting.
Yeah, they're a fighter, right? Yeah, and so I took the tail fan, and then I kept my spurs, and then I took the beard. But he had a big full paintbrush beard, just a beautiful beard.
Good.
Yeah, I was happy, buddy. So whatever.
Put that on the satisfaction survey.
I will. I'll do that. Hey, Mike Kinney, what's going on, buddy? Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Tony, good to see you. Do what, Jimmy?
5:15. Yep. No big deal. Okay. I just finished an interview with Dan.
You got to go?
No, we're good. I found a spare room, and they're moving in for another meeting, so I got about 10 minutes in here.
Oh, well, no, I'll tell you what. Let me just we'll close it up. What's going on? I went ahead and hey, real quickly too. I want to get this, so I got you on here. So you buy your turkey tag, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you decide you want to hunt. You want to get another tag. You have to buy that tag, and then you have to wait till the next day before you can hunt. Correct?
Not in Iowa. No, in Iowa you can buy. Well, now you're going to screw me up with the bow stuff. So if you were hunting fourth season, you could have 2 tags at the same time. You could actually take 2 birds the same day in the fourth season.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah. Because I had somebody ask me today. He goes, "Well, if you had other birds, why didn't you keep hunting?" I go, "Well, I couldn't. I got to wait till." But I can legally hunt again in the next day or two, right? With a bow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now you're putting me on the spot. I don't have my regs in front of me.
Archery, you don't have to wait till fourth season to take 2 birds.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you can go ahead and buy a second one. So,
you can't hunt the day you buy that tag for your second tag. I think you got to wait till the next day.
I would have to read it for sure, but I'm pretty good on the gun regs. The bow regs, I'd have to look at again to.
Well, see, that's okay because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I figure I'll buy a tag and go back out Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I'm gonna wait, but real quickly too, transportation tags. I had somebody ask me, Dan, if I clean my bird in the field, as soon as I take that bottom tag and I put it around their leg, that bird's tagged. And I said, yeah, that bird's tagged. For transportation. Because you're not supposed to take it out of the field until you tag that bird or your deer or whatever.
Right.
I said, that's what I do on camera all the time. And I show me notching my tag just to make sure everybody knows that's what I'm doing. But I said, and then you got a certain amount of time to call it in. I always go ahead and call it in before I leave the farm too, just so I get my confirmation number. Now, is it okay, somebody asked me to ask you, is it okay if they take the spurs and the legs, if they take that with confirmation number tag part of it, can they keep that in the bag with the breast meat?
So technically you're supposed to keep a wing attached to the breast.
Okay.
And a leg. So like with pheasants, you're supposed to keep a leg and a wing attached for sex identification. I don't think you would have, and I'm not an officer, I don't write tickets, so I don't think an officer would have a problem as long as you kept a wing and the leg with you. But nothing to say that somebody couldn't shoot a hen bird, rest it out, and then say, oh, here's my gobbler wing and my gobbler leg. So technically, if you're still transporting that bird, you should have that wing attached to that leg attached to the thigh.
While you're transporting it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell them. Okay. Yeah.
And transportation could be, we often think back to our residence, but if you're camping, it could be back to your camp.
Yeah.
Where you can finish processing it, bag it, do all the things, put it on ice, and then that would be your essentially your domicile at that point.
Yeah, that's why I wait till I get home to dress the bird. So that way I don't have to, I always keep my beard and my spurs and everything. So I've always got proof it was a tom.
So we would see a lot of people that will want to skin their bird out, and if you do that, especially like with pheasants, when you skin it, you just have to leave that. So a lot of people don't realize this too, even with fish. So if you go someplace and fish, you have to leave.
You got to leave the scales.
You got to leave an inch by inch on the fish to transport it, so it's identifiable.
Yeah. All right, Jerry, if you heard that, there's your answer, buddy. So I was answering questions. I go, well, I'm going to try and get Jim on today. Anything you want to tell the folks before I get you out of here?
Well, the biggest thing you hit on there is make sure you register that bird. If you are successful, we certainly appreciate that. It is the law. You have to do that. And that gives us the best estimation we can on the actual harvest for the year. And then, I'm always going to reiterate, just be safe, know your target, know what's beyond your target. There's a lot of people out there right now. I've been running into people that are scouting for fall deer. I've been running into mushroom hunters. I always recommend if you're just in the woods, wear some orange. If you're turkey hunting, obviously you don't have to have that. But if you're out mushroom hunting or doing anything else in the woods right now, you need to have some orange on. And don't believe that private property is always private property. There'll be somebody sneaking around someplace, so be safe.
Yeah, make sure you identify your target before you shoot, too. Did you see that young man in Ohio got shot? Yeah,
there's actually a gentleman in California got killed, too, because somebody just shot into the moving brush.
Yeah.
So you got to see that head. You got to see a clear shot. You got to know what it is and what's beyond it.
What's beyond your target. There you go. Yep. Hey, you go cook that fish up. What are you cooking up tonight?
We're having fishes and loaves tonight.
Ooh.
So, threw a little coleslaw in. So we say the fishes and loaves were brought to you by God, and the coleslaw was brought to you by Presbyterians.
Okay. All right. I'll circle back with you after turkey season, buddy. And you keep taking those turkeys to turkey food lessons, man.
Evidently they're not smart enough. If you still got one, we got to give them another lesson. So.
It's that beautiful decoy. It's that. Hey, I'm telling you, man, that white-faced Tom Jake decoy I'm using this year. That's 2 birds now. I got one in Kansas and one here in Iowa.
Awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for everybody that gets a chance to get out and chase turkeys. It's a great time of the year. I hope for a little bit of rain to quiet those leaves down a little bit, make it a little bit easier for us to move around. But it's a great time to be outside.
I tell you, Jim, I love bow hunting. You and I have known each other for a long time. If someone came to me and said, you got to choose between whitetails and turkeys, I just don't know if I could give turkeys up, man. That is one of the most exciting, inexpensive hunts you can have out there is a turkey hunt.
It is heart pounding for sure.
Yeah, it's good. Hey, God bless you, buddy. Have a wonderful evening, okay?
You bet. Take care.
There he goes, Jim Coffey, everybody, your Iowa DNR turkey biologist. He's a good man right there. Kenny Cole, thank you. Larry, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Tommy, how you doing, Tommy? Good to see you. Man, hey, here's another thing, too. I had somebody ask me about, you keep the breast, the thighs, and stuff. Now, I usually... Larry keeps the thigh meat, and I got to start doing that. I'll be honest with you, I haven't done that. The last time I did it, it was just so many tendons and stuff. But if you take that turkey and you brine it and you cook it down in a crock pot, those wings and those tendons can make some really good stock. They can make some good. You can make some soups. You can do a whole bunch of things. Turkey chili, you can do that. So don't forget about that. I'm going to start doing that myself. But man, I tell you what, it was an exciting morning today. I can't wait for you to see the hunt on Bowstring Adventures in October. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. So we got 2 hunts in the can, and we're really excited about that. I'll just tell you my calling sequence real quick. This morning, I got there super early, got everything set up, got in the blind, got my camera all set up. I got my secondary camera, and like a little after 6, I started hearing my first tree calls. And I honestly, I took the old Rupert's Roost in Peace, Green Reaper friction call, pot call, and I just did a couple of cluck, cluck, clucks, and I did some soft tree yelps. And I had two answer me right away. I had one on my left and one straight north of me. And I did a couple soft, real 2 or 3 yelp notes, and I had them fire off again, and then I quit. And then I waited about 15, 20 minutes. I heard the birds in front of me fly down. The guy over here on the left is the one I shot. And I waited just a little bit longer, and then I just went cluck, cluck, cluck. And I did a couple, well, here, I'll just do it for you real quick. If I can, do I have a striker here? I don't know. I got all my stuff in the truck still doing, here's a striker. There's a striker. I just did a little, and then a, that's all I did. And he hit the ground and he came running and he ran in. I guess I got video of him 75, 80 yards out. He came out, he puffed up, and then he saw my Jake strutter, and then he saw that breeding hen, and then he was running full pterodactyl, man. He was Velociraptor City. He was coming in. And it was just an awesome hunt this morning. I hope all of you get a chance to experience a great hunt like that this week. It was really, really exciting. Also had Sue wanted me to ask about what do I do for the breasts. We strip them out. I don't have a smoker. I used to smoke them, but my favorite is fried turkey strips. I love stripping out that breast meat. And you can soak them in buttermilk, and then you can actually you can do an egg wash. I've been using Andy's seasonings. Don't get sponsored. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get a dime for telling you that. They're out of St. Louis. It just I love their breading. I put a little Cookies flavor enhancer in there, and it's a great meal. That's my favorite meal. Turkey chili is really good. You can smoke turkey with apple or cherry wood is really good. There's a lot of good things you can do with wild turkey. But Sue, make sure you brine it if you can. Brine all your ground nesting birds. I don't care if it's your pheasant, your quail, your turkey. Make sure you're using a good brine. High Mountain Seasonings. Now I am partnered with them. They make one of the best brine mixes out there you can buy. And if you want a recipe or if you want brining tips, just go to High Mountain's website. Scotty Laseth's got a whole bunch of different brining techniques and stuff you can use right there, thanks to Brian and Hans at High Mountain Seasonings. So go check those out. All right, hey, listen, I need to take a real quick break. It is 8:17 and some change. If you got questions, let me know. I want to thank, hey, Brian, what's up, buddy? I keep the legs there. There you go, buddy. Jake Pike, how you doing, bud? I want to thank everybody. We started the Does Your Mom Wear Army Boots contest. I didn't call it that. I thought about calling it that, and I didn't want anybody. I thought it was funny, but you know me. We're doing socks for mom. It's the socks. Get your mom some socks and win a pair of boots. I had 2 or 3 people buy some Norlander socks last night. What I'm going to do is for every 10 orders I get, I'm going to draw a pair. I'm going to give you a choice of snake boots or the really nice insulated rubber boots that I wear from my Itasca. And they're amazing. They work great. And with the Norlander alpaca heavyweight socks and my Itasca boots, my feet do not get cold at all. And they won't for you either. But anyway, we're going to draw the first winner next Saturday. I think that's April 26th. I put it on Facebook. But if you go to norlandersocks.com, use the code OutdoorsDan10. It'll get you 10% off, and you can buy a couple different times and still use that discount code. I talked to Steph today, and then I think I got 2 or 3 sets of boots. So if you guys want to, it depends on how much you want to do it. I don't want to wear you out, but we're definitely willing to get some boots in somebody's hands if you want to help out. And get moms some great socks, man. Those half socks are great for moms. They love them. Okay. All right, let me do a quick break. I will be right back. If you got questions, I'll try to answer them, and we'll go from there. Turkey Talk Radio. We'll be right back.
OnX Hunt helps hunters be more successful in the field each season, with maps of all public and private land and a fully functional GPS without service. The app, trusted by over 6 million users, has just released a bunch of new features to help you on your next hunt. New aerial imagery options like leave off, recent imagery updated every 2 weeks with historic look back, and imagery on demand. On top of that, OnX is reinventing the trail camera market by syncing your Hunt app with multiple cell camera manufacturers and helping to organize and analyze your photos. You can also now view your maps in Dash when driving to your next hunting location. These are just a few of the many updates OnX has for this hunting season. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures for over 40 years. Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations. Whether you're out elk hunting, chasing moose or whitetails, riding snowmobile trails, or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca Footwear will provide you not only a great fit, but comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for Itasca Footwear, trusted by millions of customers at most major and family-owned retails. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. They will keep you on the move.
Hey everybody, it's Outdoors Dan. Have you been one of the few that have raised your hands to serve? Well, first off, thank you for your service. Everyone at Vet Outdoors has been working hard to continue their mission since it started in 2019. Vet Outdoors is a group of veterans that want to support vets after service by taking them on outdoor activities, providing camaraderie for vets with other vets, and a supportive environment. At Vet Outdoors, you can go on hunting and fishing trips, survival school, golfing trips, even take part at their new archery range. There's also a great fishing tournament every year and other contests for vets to take part in. Vet Outdoors is building a new lodge in Lincoln County, Missouri, and has plans for another in the future to support vets in their community. So, if you're a veteran or active duty and would like to join a great group of fellow veterans, look up Vet Outdoors on Facebook and send them a message. Vet Outdoors has been working hard with vets every week to continue their great mission. Go check them out. You'll be glad you did.
Strings and cables make or break your bow setup. You want a string and cable that does not stretch and is reliable, so when your bow is tuned, it stays that way. You need Gas Bow strings. They're stable, consistent, and reliable strings and cables that come with a 1-year warranty. Gas Bow strings, made in Clay City, Kentucky, and family operated. So next time you order a new bow or replace your strings and cables, try Gas Bow strings and shoot with confidence. Check them out at your local dealer or online at gasbowstrings.com.
All right, welcome back to Turkey Talk Radio, brought to you by the fine folks over at Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls, Flex Fletch, Pure Whitetail, Game Hide, and of course, Gearhead Archery, just to name a few. We got a lot of things going on. Pam wanted me to ask what was the dog treats that Raven loves. It is the Patriot Paws. Patriot Paws. There you go. They got beef, turkey, and chicken. Raven loves the beef and the turkey. Come here, Ravy. Come here. You want some Patriot Paws? Look at that. He heard Patriot Paws, and here he comes. Steven, how you doing, buddy? Oh, man, I do love those tall boot socks, Jeff says. All right, you guys got questions? I got a couple answers for you. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. There. He loves that. He loves Patriot Paws. Go check him out. TheValorUSA.com. And Patriot Paws, dog treats. Go check them out. Go check them out on Facebook, too. Good people out there. Chris does a good job. Patriot Paws. Here, I'll even give you, are you ready? I'll even give you a QR code right there. There you go, QR code. Yep, thepatriotpaws.com. Check them out. You can buy online. Real quickly, Craig wants to know about decoys, Dan. I had my Hey, Todd, what's going on, Todd? Todd? I got it right here, buddy. There's that call you gave me, that original Rupert's. It's right there. Todd gave me that in Pennsylvania last year. That's one of my treasures. Wanted to know what decoy setups I had. So I had my white face DSD strutter with a full tail. I did not have a Jake fan. I had a real Tom fan in there. And I had a breeding hen, and I put the Tom and I put the breeding hen about 4 feet in front of him, so they could see me. I get right on the edge of the field, so it was turned up dirt. They could really see it. And then I had a feeding hen out. And like I said, that Tom pitched down. I mean, as soon as I made that, I don't even think I was sitting there. Like I said, I didn't call a lot this morning. I didn't have to, but I just sitting there. I love doing those little clucks. I did that, and then it was game on. Velociraptor City. He was coming. And I'll tell you real quickly too. And again, I said when I was filming the TV show Bowstring Adventures today, I said it on camera again. I'm an average caller at best. That was my 98th bird with a bow. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. If I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can get out there. What really helped me was listening and paying attention to the birds when they were in my decoys. Those hens, I don't know how many times. I mean, can I get a name in? How many times have you been sitting there when you have hens in your deeks, and you hear them hens just doing? They're in a food plot feeding. They're constantly making that little yelp. And when I started doing that, I started getting a lot of tags filled. Because I used to, man. I was out there way too loud, way too long. Hi, AJ. What's up there, Garth? And now, see, it's your tone. You don't have to. Now, if it's a little windy or something you want them to hear you, you can do that. Most of the time, though, I'm here. This is where I'm at. 2 or 3 notes. A hen usually can go 4 to 5 notes. That's her lung capacity. But if you just do 2 or 3 notes and just watch that, and the less is more, remember that. I started doing that. I started getting a good shot at birds. I really did. And I hope that helped you. AJ, what's up, buddy? I'll see you guys in Pennsylvania in a couple weeks. Did you hear that I won the big board at the Chico that Rupert put together? I did not hear that, Stephen. Congratulations. That's awesome. I got to hang out with my legend, Todd Rupert, at the Chico show, Tommy said. Well, he is a legend. We love Todd Rupert. Brian, amen. Thank you, Brian. Kill more birds with that call than any other call, Brian said. AJ, waiting for turkey season, laughing out loud. Jeff says, I was sad to find out we can only hunt until noon here in New York. Well, that's a bummer. Hey, listen, though, man. 10 to noon, man, can be good. And, hey, Jeff, I was done by 6:30 something this morning, so it doesn't. Just got to get the birds in the right mood, right? It's good. All right, a lot of stuff going on. I want to thank everybody that is following Bowstring Adventures. I sent out a whole bunch of invites for that. I told everybody we got breaking news. We're going to start airing the show October 1st this year. Ryan, my buddy Ryan from Respect the Game TV, Ryan is editing the show for me. I know it's going to look phenomenal. Ryan's one of the best editing guys out there. I love Ryan and Larry and everybody. Ryan's going to do a good job, and we're excited. We're going to have it on the Outdoor Call Radio YouTube page, and I got somewhere else you're going to be able to see it, but I'm going to wait a week or two before I tell you. So we're going to have a major announcement now. Saturday, for everybody that went and liked and followed the Bowstring Adventures on Facebook, I'm going to do a random draw Saturday. I'm going to give away a Weeby Knife Big Game Processing Kit. So if you're on there, if you liked or followed the page, you're in. I got to make a spreadsheet tomorrow, and I'm going to do a random number generator, and it's going to be a luck of the draw. But every week I'll have updates. I'll try to update the page as much as I can. But October 1st, you'll be able to start seeing the shows. And Paul Biggs has given me some hunts. Philip Vanderpool's got some hunts. You'll be able to watch Philip. Paul Biggs. I think Larry's going to give me a couple of hunts. That way it's not all me all the time. I don't want it to be me all the time. Trust me. And hopefully, Tony Casey, Tony said he was going to, we got some listeners that are going to give me some hunts too. So, as long as the show's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes. It's going to be a real short, piffy, energetic show. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So, Bowstring Adventures will be launching October 1st. All right, you guys, I got to go. You have a great dinner. I'm going to get it back to regular schedule programming. So, Warden's Watch, we got the Keystone Experience, we got Damn Good Friends, Broken Knock Adventure. Broken Knock will be on next week. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, we have Unknown Files with the Illinois Paranormal Research Group. So, stay tuned for that at 7. And then, other than that, we will see you on Saturday on the regular Saturday Iowa show, okay? If you need anything, let me know. Good luck if you're going hunting out there. Plan your hunt, hunt your plan, and send me some pics. And like I said, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. We appreciate each and every one of you. You're all part of the family. So thank you. Steven, thanks, man. Never win anything. He's the man. Well, hey, man, you just won, didn't you? Didn't you just say you won? Yeah, that's good. And, hey, you're a winner. You're part of the Outdoor Call Radio family. You're already a winner. See you soon, AJ. I'll see you in a couple weeks, man. It's going to be here quick. Have a great night, everybody. I am going to send it back to scheduled programming. Here you go, little gearhead. Good night. Thanks to Rupert's Roost and Peace, Turkey Calls, Gas Bowstrings, Gearhead Archery, Rupert's Roost and Peace, Turkey Calls again, Game Hide, Flex, all our good partners. See you next time.